Hey, how's it going? My name is Ben Moore and I'm one of the band directors over at Fossil Ridge High School. Today I'm going to walk you through some iMovie basics, give you some introductory editing tips, and how you can start putting your first videos together. You may be asking yourself, why is he outside? This is going to help me with iMovie. And you are absolutely correct about that. Let's head inside. Now this video isn't necessarily about how to create meaningful content. It's just whatever content you have, I'm going to teach you how to put it together. Coming up with great content is going to be on you. All right, for the rest of this, I'm just going to give you a screencastify of kind of going over a project, creating your first movie, and it will give you steps to accomplish all this. So enjoy, pause as much as you need, rewind, and let's have some fun. All right, folks, so we're working on some iMovie tutorial right now. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just import videos from my phone. And then all I'm doing there is I made my recordings on the iPhone. I'm selecting from my camera roll. Select. I have a few of these. And then I'm just airdropping over to my computer. Now you can send them by email, put them on Google Drive. There's different ways to get them to your computer. This is the least time consuming. That's what I found. Okay. Now while that's happening, that doesn't take too long, but then you have a few options of what you can do. Normally, I will open mine, and let me see if I'm gonna have to pull this over, I think, to a different screen. So they'll all open like this. Oh, this is real attractive. And then I'll play it to see what the video is, if I have like a whole bunch of them. As you see here, the musicality is a little... Okay, so I know what this video is, so I'm just gonna go up here and I'm gonna retitle it Marimba Overdub. That will make more sense later. And then I'm gonna just save it to my desktop, and then that way I know where that video is. So I'm gonna do that for every single video that I imported to my computer. Okay, so now I have all my movies imported here. I have them labeled with what I want. You can create a new folder and title it whatever your video, iMovie video project, and you could throw them all in there if you want to keep your space clean. All right, cool. So now we're going to go ahead and open up iMovie. All right, so we are on a project that I already had. So if this happens to you, you can hit projects, go back to the main menu, or if it's the first time, just go up here to file, and then we're gonna do, okay, it looks like it won't let you do that from here. All right, so we'll go back to projects, hit create new, movie is what we want. You can mess around with the trailer later, but movies are what you want. All right, cool. So it'll start you off right here, import media. You have all this stuff everywhere that you have no idea what it means, and you don't really need to know most of it, okay? So my first thing I'm gonna do is import media. Now I'm just gonna click on the import media button. I'm gonna look at this iMovie video project where I put all these videos in, and just with that one click there, I'm gonna import selected. And that's gonna upload all my videos that I took into my iMovie here, okay? So then all you gotta do, first things first, you got all your movies. If you recorded them in the same order that you wanted them, to use them, they'll pop up in that order, and that's nice. Otherwise, you have to shift them around a little bit, but you can kind of move them and place them wherever, okay? So what we're gonna do next, we'll start building our movie. I'm gonna use this clip first. Let me make sure this is what I want. And all I did here was I just put my cursor over the thing, and you hit spacebar.
How's it going? My name is Ben Moore, and
okay, that is my intro. That's what I want. All right, so I'm gonna pull this down here, and all I did was click drag, and now I got my first little clip here. To quick play, just hit spacebar.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Now, what you'll notice is that I took a second before I started speaking, and that's because, you wanna make sure everything's set up, good to go. You don't just want to hit record on your phone and then start right away. Harder to edit that way. So give yourself some space on the front and the back. So what we'll do is we'll go here. All right, and I want to probably start it right as my head comes up here. That'll be nice to look at. So I have the cursor over here where this white line is. I'm going to hit Command B, and that's going to split my clip. Okay, now that's a really important thing that you'll use a lot. It's Command B. You can also go up to modify split clip when you have things highlighted to split. So that would look like this. Let's say we're here. I got my white bar there, and then I'm going to go up to modify split clip. But you'll see Command B is a quicker way to do it. All right. So what am I going to do this? I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit delete. And we don't need that. So now we have this.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ben Moore, and I'm one of the band directors.
All right. So now we got him talking about what he's doing. That's great. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you some transition features. These will go really fast. So up here, transitions. You have some to choose from. Normally this fade to black, cross blur, cross dissolve are kind of the more eloquent looking ones. These can kind of look hokey if you're going for a hokier thing to swap, the pixelate, all that. So I'm going to do cross blur. And all I did, again, was I'm clicking and I'm dragging down and I'm putting it right where I want it, which is right here. Okay. So now when I start,
hey, how's it going? My name is Ben Moore.
Gives me a little blur in, which is cool. Now, the next thing you may want to do is if you don't just want to start with video right away, you want everyone kind of know what they're looking for, what's coming up. You can go to titles here. On titles, you can, see whichever one you want. And I'm just scrolling across here to see kind of what it's going to look like. Okay. I kind of like this lower third focus. So same thing, click. I'm going to drag down. I'm going to drag it in front of my cross blur. And then we have highlighted text over here. Okay. Now, if your text unhighlights, you just go back to the slide, double click. It'll highlight your text for you to change it up. And so we're going to say iMovie basics or editing basics. Okay, I like the font, but let's say I didn't. I'm double clicking, it's highlighting, and then I can show all my fonts that I have. One that I use a lot is Crown Heights, even though it doesn't look like that's going to work well here. Let's try a different one. There, that's great. Damascus. Okay, so now we have our transition. We have our start, and I'm just scrolling my cursor over to the left, and then I'm hitting spacebar, seeing what we got so far.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ben Moore, and I'm one of the band directors over at Fossil Ridge High School. Today, I'm going to walk you through some.
Awesome. Everything seems to be working okay. Now, the next thing we can do here, well, actually, let's do this first. So let's add in another video. We're doing the second video here. Now we're going to get to the end of this first video. We'll find out where to cut it off. And then I want you to think, if you remember, what the command is for you to split the clip. All right, cool, good thinking. So here we go.
How you can start putting your first videos together.
And so right after I say together, I want to cut it off, want to move on to the next thing. You always want to try to trim off as much as possible. Just that way you're not boring the young people with your extra nonsense.
Videos together.
So I'm going to stop it right there. And I'm just using spacebar for all the stop start, spacebar over and over. So I have my white cursor on. I'm going to hit Command B is correct. I'm going to click on this to highlight it, delete it because we don't need it. All right, cool.
First videos together.
Now going on the next thing again, I kind of gave myself a little setup here. Now you can tell where the sound starts because of where these little sound things are. Well, sorry, I shouldn't be trying to talk over that. Where the sound waves are, you can kind of take a guess. Okay, so I'm going to put it right before there. Hit my Command B, take this one out, and then this is what we get so far.
How you can start putting your first videos together. You may be asking yourself, why is he outside?
Now that works fine. But always throwing in the transition just kind of eases it on your eye a little bit. So since I'm kind of moving from one place to another, I'm going to do cross dissolve. That's just personal preference. You could do whatever you want. You could do the swap picture too. But all I did was just click on cross dissolve, pulled it down in between, and now we have a transition. So here's what it looks like now.
And how you can start putting your first videos together. You may be asking yourself, why is he outside? This is going to help me with iMovie.
All right, cool. So, and that's what it looks like now, a little easier on the eyes. And then I'm going to just keep trimming these up. And I'm going to keep going on that.
Hi, this is going to help me with iMovie.
Okay, and I did trying to be funny or trying to like move around fast. I had made another clip where I respond to that in a different place, but I wanted to make it look like, I just like flipped real fast.
Help me with iMovie. And you are absolutely correct about that. Let's head inside. Let's head inside. Let's head inside.
And then I'm just clicking, Command B. Again, your basic things, like you have to know how to click and drag, and then Command B is going to be a lot of what you're working with here. Okay? And then just knowing where my media, the titles are in the transitions. Okay, so now this is our movie so far.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ben Moore, and I am one of the band directors over at Fossil Ridge High School. Today, I'm going to walk you through some iMovie basics, give you some introductory editing tips, and how you can start putting your first videos together. You may be asking yourself, why is he outside? This is going to help me with iMovie. And you are absolutely correct about that. Let's head inside.
All right, so now we got some stuff going on here. One element that you may be missing is music. Okay, you may want like a little background music, something underneath. So I'm not going to show you how like to get sounds or anything like that. I can answer those questions over email if someone has questions for that. But for right now, I'm just going to go to my iTunes, and I'm doing this on my other screen so you can see it. I'm just going to go to my iTunes, and I'm going to grab a random tune here. Let's see. This is kind of marching bandy. Okay, now we're going to work on adding some music over to the video here. So I pulled this little thing from iTunes. All I'm going to do is, again, click, drag, and drop. There's two levels you can do here. You can pull it down to where that little audio symbol is. In my opinion, it's a little easier just to connect it up here to the clip, so you'll see like a green line where the clip is. So I'm going to put it up here. You can put it either place. All the functions that you're going to see from this are the same. So now I have my music up here. I'm going to see what it sounds like from the beginning.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ben Moore.
Okay, so the music is too loud over my voice. I feel like it doesn't come in early enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this same way that I cut everything else with Control B. I'm going to delete this first little part out where it's just the wind chimes. I'm going to click and drag this back to the left. Now, the next thing I could do is I have my cursor over that little circle with the black dot, and it says Fade Audio In. What I can do is pull this all the way to the right to where I come in, my video comes in, and then that way it'll give us kind of a nice arch of sound when the video starts.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ben Moore.
All right, cool. So now you'll see, though, that my voice is being covered up by the music. Well, there is an easy fix for that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click on that clip, video clip. It's selected in yellow. We're gonna go up here to the this little like audio sign up here in the edit box. Now what we have is there's an option to lower volume of other clips. Okay, so I'm gonna check this box. And then if I want it to be a lot lower, I'm going to pull this slider to the right. If I want it to be even louder, which you wouldn't want it to be, you're going to pull it to the left. So it started in the middle. Now I'm going to pull it way over to the right and see if that fixes the balance between my voice and the audio. Here we go.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ben Moore, and I am one of the band directors over at Fossil Ridge High School. Today I'm going to...
So that way we're getting, the music is still there, which is sometimes young people like music still going on. So you can put it there, but you can pull it down when you're talking. That way you aren't getting covered up on the music. Now you'll have to go do that for every clip. So I'll click here, up here, lower volume of clips, pull it this way, click on this one, lower volume of clips, pull it this way. All right. So now I have that done through all of that. Now let's say that this is the end of my movie because we don't want to make this training forever. I don't want any more of this, so I'm going to cut, and then I'll kind of expand that to the end, and then I think I want to do like a outro thing saying thank you or something. I'll use this one since I didn't use it last time. Double click if it's not already there. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, now you got that title in, and then I'm going to pull this over the audio, make sure it's selected. Getting right on that line, find the left, right arrows, and then I'm just clicking and pulling. And then same thing I did with the audio fade in, you could do that with a fade out. And let's see what that sounds like from the end here.
Absolutely correct about that. Let's head inside.
Cool, and then it fades us out. Now, if you, you want to, if you want to add even more of a fade to black, you can, fade to black at the end. Always looks nice, but you're kind of already getting that with the black title screen. Okay, but that'll take it away for you a little bit. Okay, I think that is pretty much it. The only other thing that I want to show you is a little advanced. So if that is enough to get you started, you can go ahead and be done now. The last thing I want to show you, I'm actually going to delete all this stuff and show you one more thing here. So give me 1 second. So I'm going to pull in this video of me playing marimba. And then what I first see is that down here where my volume is, there's a few like yellow spots. Now that yellow spot means that it's like a little too hot for the speakers. It's not going to sound great. So I'm kind of getting like that nasty fuzzy sound. So all I have to do is get over this line where the audio is. It'll pull up and say adjust volume. Make sure you have the clip selected. It'll be the yellow box around it. And then you just click and drag down to whatever is going to make it sound good. So it looks like for me, 56 is good, or 63. All right, so now I got it. I can also go ahead and cut out that beginning part of me getting ready with Control B. I can delete that. Now we're here. All right, so I'm playing the marimba. Now, this is something that this skill picture-in-picture is something you could use to kind of like overdub your opinions while the activity is going on as well. So I recorded myself talking about me playing the marimba, and this would be helpful in a lesson. Like if I'm showing someone this song, I could tell them the good and bad things about what they're seeing, kind of teaching them, getting to talk to them as if we were like watching the video together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my video of me talking about the marimba stuff, which let me see where that is.
5, kind of going over a project, showing us the melody.
Okay, so this is the video I made. Now you'll have to line it up or whatever, but if you put this on top, all I did was drag and put it on top. You're going to get this video. Oh my gosh, that's terrible looking. Anyways, this video on top, it's selected. I'm going to go up here to picture in picture. Okay, so now I'm back on this crop tool. Sorry, that'll help. I'm going to move myself up here. I can make myself a little bigger by pulling on the corners. So here's what it will look like.
As you see here, the musicality is a little suspect. It could be a lot better. He's not really showing us the melody in any form or fashion. The technique is really off. And
so that way you can just get extra feedback over your video. Now you can balance those the same way, dragging over the audio. Let's say I want my voice to be louder. I can pull it up a little bit, making sure to watch out for those yellows. And we don't need the marimba as loud maybe. So let's go here. Let's see what that sounds like.
As you see here, the musicality is a little suspect. It could be a lot better. He's not really showing us the melody in any form or fashion.
All right, cool. So that's picture in picture. I'm going to take that out. I'll show you one more time in case you don't want to rewind. So I already have a video in. This is my next video. I'm on my media. Next video, I drag it right on top. And then while this is selected, I go up here to this. And instead of cutaway, I choose picture in picture. It shrinks me down. I can move myself wherever, adjust it to be whatever size. Look, I can even cut out some of that extra door we don't need to give more of the marimba. And then we're good.
Now, as you see here,
and then the last thing I'll show you here, it'll just take a little less time for me to show you, is on this iMovie screen, when you're done with your video, you go up to this, and it's gonna give you a few different things. Now you can hook it up to your YouTube and go straight to YouTube. Always do the file. You can title it, change the description, do some tags, format, resolution, all that. And then you're just gonna hit next. And it's gonna what you want to save it as on your desktop or wherever. And then you hit save. And then that little circle up there is gonna let you know when it's complete. It'll be completely filled out, and it'll be on your desktop, ready to go wherever it needs. All right, so those are a few basics of iMovie. We got how to import videos. You use My Media. You just drag and click a lot of stuff. We showed a little bit of how to get titles and music, transitions, and then that picture-in-picture at the end. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, ben.moore@kellerisd.net. I'm happy to help out with all iMovie things. I do know more than what I just showed you today, but hopefully this will help get you started on making your first iMovie video.